Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Thankyou and welcome back to a new video, and today I'm going to bring you a video around FIFA 20. Yes, I'm saying that, FIFA 20. It is currently 2 months away, but yes, FIFA bloody 20. And today I'm going to be speaking to you basically about career mode, my FIFA 20 wish list for career mode. Things want to be actually improved, so FIFA career mode is actually a lot better in the future, because it's been pretty stale for quite a few years since we got the big change to career mode. When it comes to new gen, it's just literally been the same, just same menus. Brought like one feature in every year, such as the transfer deals, the scouting program and stuff like that. But yeah, we really need to freshen up, and EA really need to freshen up. So I'm going to make this video to you guys, so I can put my points across to you guys. If any of you guys have got any other opinions, let me know down below in the comments. Put stuff down there. Also, drop a like on this video. I'd highly appreciate that. But let's get straight into my FIFA 20 wish list. Right, boys. So the first thing of my FIFA 20 wish list I'm going to be saying is youth. Not just a youth player in general, like youth leagues. So within Football Manager, I'm going to compare Football Manager with FIFA at the current time. In Football Manager, under 23 squad, under 18 squads and stuff like that. And within FIFA, it's such a big game, such a big franchise, and you'd think they would include youth players and not just the first team, because within career mode, you can go for as long as you want, really, and it can be a lot more engaging if there's a lot more into it. So I think they should improve it within the youth side of it, such as putting youth leagues into the game, so under 23 leagues. Be able to take players from the 23 teams, promoting them, and as well as just having that youth academy, because the youth academy, I don't just like that feature, because one, I don't like the new faces and like when they're just random players, and you will get them after a certain time, but having them under 23 players on the game would be so much better, under 18 players so much better, and then letting them grow and embroidering them into your team, because for a club such as QPR or like Derby or Nottingham Forest, any of them just kind of clubs just in the championship, having them under 23 teams, under 18 teams will make the game so much better in career mode, because you're allowing to bring through younger players and at a better level, and it's just a lot better in my opinion to have that there for you, because if that wasn't there, well, it isn't there at the moment, but if that is there, I mean, then that would just be so much better. You can just track their progress on certain leagues, and even if it's more memory to install from the game, no one will care, no one will complain. You have to delete FIFA 19 maybe to get on FIFA 20, but just, it's getting, technology's advanced nowadays, and like, we should have that. I feel like we should have that. So that's basically my first point. Youth leagues, youth academies, scrap the youth academy bit, just your own youth, and then players can come through automatically from that. But have that, because that would be so much better in the game, having youth leagues, and just like, so much better. So I think that would be absolutely fantastic to bring into it. Right, the second FIFA 20 wish list I'm going to bring onto it is less moaning. When you're on career mode and you're not playing like a 55 rated centre back, and it's pre-season, they're like, oh boss, let me have a chance, let me play. And I'm just like, no, you're 55 rated, you're basically got one leg. And it's just like, you shouldn't be able to complain like that, because I mean, it's just stupid. Like, they shouldn't even be allowed to be doing that. Like, less moaning, that just shouldn't be a thing within the game, to be moaning when you're 50 rated. Yes, you get player requests on Football Manager when people aren't playing, but it's the kind of way they come around for it. It's a player that maybe is like a rotation on their contract and they'll still moan. It's like they need to really lessen that down next year and just stop that happening, because it's so unrealistic. You wouldn't get James Milner coming to you at Liverpool moaning about not playing when you have a midfield of Keita, Wijnaldum, Henderson, Fabinho, when he knows they're clearly better than him. So it's like, yes, you're involved with them, but you wouldn't complain. So when you actually do the transfer negotiations, when you give them rotation, they're supposed to be rotation, like play 1 in 4, that's what rotation normally is, then he'll understand that, but then they still moan. And it's like maybe like a 61 rated goalkeeper, when you've got like maybe Kepa or Couture in goal, and he's like, oh, I'll give him a chance, I'll prove you wrong. I'm like, no, like, go out on loan and then get your chances. Like, just sometimes it's so stupid, in my opinion. Right, the third bit is potential fixes. Now this is one that my friend raised the other day, but potential fixes, in my opinion, is a big thing as well within FIFA. So if you go on Footbin and sign, there's like a striker called ARP or something, he's potential 89. If you play him in first team football, they will always reach that potential, and it's so stupid, because you can have wonder kid flops on Football Manager. They can be like, they can say like, I had one, Kenji's under, played for United, he was at Roma, got it for United, supposed to be the next big thing. He didn't turn out to be him, so I sold him. Like, there's some kind of things where wonder kids can end up being flops, and like, you can get people that's supposed to be really, really good but flop, like Torres, like Andy Carroll and stuff like that. So you can have, I love the way it all linked to Liverpool. But yeah, like potential fixes, like even if they've got potential of 90 in the game, which is great, they don't always have to meet it. Like, they can flop maybe, certain times they might not play well. So I think that should just be another one. Like, a player shouldn't always reach his potential because it's coding within the game. Like, that's something they need to fix. Like, coding isn't always spot straight to the point, one tunnel. It can be different directions and get injured. make it play worse maybe. Something like that. It just needs to be broader, in my opinion. But yeah, that's the third point I've got. Fourth point I've got, however, is stadium and facility upgrades. So I saw this on a website the other day, and someone speaking about their own career mode experience. And I'd say such as maybe Bramall Lane's being brought into it, like, or say he's in League 2, you will still get the same amount of fans if you're in League 2 and in the Prem because of the current club. So if I got Yeovil to the Prem, it wouldn't be full. But I think that should be changed. Like, if you're in League 2, people won't be as interested. Fans will come and go now and again. But if Yeovil got to the Prem, they'll be having a full house every week. A new stadium, full house, getting everyone in. Like, that's what it should be. Like, the progress of your club means more fans. It means more facilities. The facilities look better. The electric boarding would change, stuff like that. Like, yes, League 2 grounds can't be included in FIFA because they don't have the right of them. But please, FIFA, I beg, get all the grounds in the game. I know it's going to be some next big download, but every other game has had a massive download in, like, brought into them, such as Rainbow Six Siege, Battlefield. Think how much that has to run. FIFA doesn't have to run at like 200 frames per second. It's literally fine as it is on PS4, right? It's not even that much for a PC platform, FIFA. So please, I beg you, please include all the League 1, League 2 grounds. I beg you so much, like, please. Please, and put the conference in the game as well. I beg, please, so much. But yeah, stadium facility upgrades, basically that, just a full house. If someone gets promoted, like Wembley as well, you'll see sometimes it won't be as full as possible. Make the crowd look more realistic in game. When it's highlights, they look alright, but in game there'll be spaces in the seats. There'll be, you can kick the ball through them. It's like, make them more realistic so the ball bounces off them, or like the ball comes back down. Like, there's so much more within that you can change. Number 5, fixture congestion. Now, I was streaming yesterday on this, and I think some people in the stream, I had 2 games on the same day. 2 on the same day, not even a week. 2 games on the same day. That is something that shouldn't even be in the game. Yes, it could be a glitch, but it's obviously coded to happen if it's happened there, 'cause it's a glitch, but it's still within the files. So fixture congestion as well over the Christmas period. Yes, you have a lot of games, and maybe you'll sim games, maybe you'll play games, but the energy the players lose in the games, yes, that's fine. But after 3 days of playing in a game, and the professional athletes, they wouldn't still be feeling like Snorlax on Pokemon. They would literally be feeling fresh again. They would be feeling alright. They wouldn't feel like they cannot run or move. They would be great. Like, their bars would be full again. Their energy would be restored after eating well, training again. They train every day, every week. So I don't think after one game playing Crystal Palace away, if you're like Chelsea, you're travelling just across London, you wouldn't feel like Snorlax. Alright, boys? FIFA, sort that out, please. So fixture congestion needs to be fixed. Energy congestion needs to be fixed. But fixture congestion as a whole needs to be brought down. You know, have one game a week. If you've got Champions League, sure, Saturday and maybe a Wednesday game. If it's a Friday game, then a Tuesday game. If it's a Sunday game, then obviously a Wednesday game as well. Just please don't have a Sunday, then a Tuesday, then a Friday, and then a Monday game, because your players are going to have no rest whatsoever. Please, FIFA. Right, next you've got simulation of matches. This is one thing that triggers me so much when it comes to FIFA. When you simulate a game in career mode, you've got no control over it whatsoever. You can't choose what subs you make. You can't even choose tactics. You can't shout to your players. You can't control them. I believe in simulation, it shouldn't be that screen. You should have maybe see the pitch when it fast forwards. See highlights of certain goals and stuff. Be able to make the subs when you want to make the subs. Be able to change the formation within the game if things not going your way. Like, there's so much you could do in simulations. Like, it's just, you can't make subs or anything like that. There's so much you can do. And just make it so much better in the simulation. Because there are people that can't get Football Manager, but they want to do Football Manager on FIFA. And it's just like, if you want to simulate the games, which is how career mode, some people play it because it's how you build your squad and your tactics and stuff within there, and not playing. Because if you're playing, you're better than the CPU, then you'll win everything. So it's all about challenging yourself when you're simming. But it comes to a point where simulation games are just pointless because you can't control the game whatsoever. So EA, please switch up and let people actually control them. Number 7, literally is going to be really short. Just freshen up the menus, for Christ's sake, FIFA. We beg. Just freshen up the menus, different colours, even different layouts, you know. Different way that you can hold everything. Just literally section out so much better. Make it look so much more vibrant and stuff like that. Maybe have a dark mode. There's always been a light mode. There's a dark mode and everything nowadays, boys. Have a dark mode, FIFA, please. Number 8 is going to be reports and highlights of players/teams. So if I was Liverpool and I was to play Chelsea, I would maybe get a match report on Football Manager or a scout report showing the best goal they scored in the season, the players who stand out, the players that maybe played so well, the most formations they're vulnerable with. Please, FIFA. So many times I've wanted to, like, see how a player's been playing and stuff like that, but we never have it. Like, a match report would be so effortless for you to just put in the game, or a season report, or just who's been playing well, what they're vulnerable to, what formations they're vulnerable to. That will literally be so easy to put in the game, but you just cannot be bothered, and you just care about online. Offline players as well want to have the full experience of playing FIFA and football games. EA, please listen to this, because this would actually make career mode 100 times better if we don't include anything else. Literally, just reports and highlights of players. That would be so cool. Watching the goals that they scored last game, just to see who performed well, who's out of form, so you can maybe put someone against them that's in form, you know? Just so much better. And next you've got CPU management improvements. So basically, if you're like Bournemouth and you're bottom of the league and you're playing Liverpool, they won't play any of their best players. They'll play a 65 rated goalkeeper, they'll play Brewster up front, they'll drop all their best players, you know, they'll just play their second string team. No, let them be feared. If you go to the Etihad and you're Sheffield United next year and they're playing Fabian Delph in the middle with whoever else they've signed and it's not their first team, why? Like, yes, they can rest players, but realistically, it happens most of the time. Like, that's why there's like Liverpool last year in FIFA, always in the bottom three until they end up going on some mad run and finish 9th first season. Like, what's that about? Just because they're not playing a great team. Like, play the best team for the whole time. Like, please, FIFA, let the managers control properly. Just make CPU managers altogether better, so people could play their best teams. Because I don't want to be coming up against Liverpool at Anfield for a test and then find out they've dropped Mane, Salah and Firmino and playing Origi, Shaqiri and bloody Ruin Brewster on the left. Like, that isn't... It might as well be a bloody Carabao Cup game. So yeah, FIFA, please fix that. 10th point and the penultimate point of this episode is going to be joining a different club / the timing. So in Football Manager, you can join a club and agree to take them over at the end of the season. However, job offers in FIFA are very minimal as well. There should be a job page, like you can apply for jobs and stuff like that. But if you're going to join a club, say if I was at, I don't know, if I was at QPR and I wasn't happy there, I was doing well, but I got offered a job in the Premier League, but I want to take it at the end of the season, please let me do that. If I want to take West Ham over at the end of the season, but West Ham bottom of the Championship, or bottom of the Premier League, and they're going to go down, and I'm having a good, decent season in QPR, let me take over West Ham at the end of the season, I beg you. Because that's something you can do as well and implement into the game. You don't have to take over straight away, because you could be having a cracking season but wanting to control a different club, but you have to go there straight away. And you're sitting there thinking, well, that's pointless really, won't it? And it is, because you've just taken over in the middle of the season when you can't do your own progress. Like, it's completely stupid. Yes, you'll take over. You can have that option of taking over at the time, or taking over at the end of the season, or maybe, I don't know, just bringing backroom staff with you and stuff like that. That would be absolutely fantastic, boys. So please, please think about that. And the last point I want to make of this video is managerial movements. We all know how many managers there are in football, right? How many managers with such a Championship, League 1, League 2, Serie A, Bundesliga, the Spanish team. Every single manager in the world. And there's only, you seem to see an Ultimate Team, they've got every manager, basically. Most important managers on the Ultimate Team. Include them in career mode, please. Like, have like a page where it's like news and stuff. Maybe like Manuel Pellegrini might go back to like, from, well, I don't mind including West Ham and Sheffield United so much, but Manuel Pellegrini might move from like West Ham to Everton, and it comes up. Like, you don't always have the same manager. They're not going to be there forever. Managers will underperform and get sacked from clubs. But you've got Sam Allardyce, maybe takes over, or you've got Sean Dyche at Burnley and takes down to League 2, but he's still there because he just cannot move. He's stuck in this seat, stuck in the dugout. FIFA, please fix that, because there will be managerial movements. Just make it real, please. But yeah, they are all my points that I want to put across to you guys today on my career mode wish list. I rambled on quite a lot. If you guys think this is a decent idea, please let me know down below. Thank you for watching. If you guys did enjoy, please want to smash the like button, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.